I don't know if there's as much grip in this area as what we were hoping for. About ready to get underway. The round of 8 from Texas Motor Speedway. Allmendinger in the 16 on the bottom of the racetrack. Daniel Hemrick in the 18 moving up on the inside of Cindric now for that second spot.
Now, this end of the racetrack, we heard A.J. Allmendinger mention it. Hold your breath. I would expect these drivers to be nearly wide open with that extra banking. 24 degrees down in turns 3 and 4.
Noah Gragson and
Is the acceleration difficult, but then you go down this turn 1 and it's very unnatural. It's wide and people can go low, go high, and stack up. So you see right there, Haley gets stacked up and they check up, and then big contact with the 10 and the 8. And
nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. And you know, the funny thing, as I say big contact, it's really not. It's kind of light contact, but it couldn't be in a worse spot. It pushes that left rear quarter forward and onto the tire. So I would expect the 8 will pit under this caution and try to clearance that tire.
fighting for a championship, but runs well in whatever he gets behind the wheel.
Oh, man, the 9 into the rear bumper of the 16. Allmendinger up the racetrack, 3 lines up.
You're all around, get the momentum back.
Couldn't tell if it was just air, if it was contact. We'll take another look at that when we get a second, but it looked like Gragson and Allmendinger. I thought there was contact when it happened live. Let's take another look, though.
It's almost like AJ got out of the throttle, got a little loose. I was looking right at these guys. Noah just runs in there really hard. AJ loses the nose. Up the track he goes.
Brian, I think you're dead on it, right? There was no intent to hit him. I think AJ had an issue which made him get out of the gas, and next thing they knew, they were in top of one another.
Hemrick gets up to 22, gets up to speed so fast. Hemrick a little bit of a bobble, but coming forward.
Side by side for second. Cindric once again pulling away.
Beating and banging some smoke. I couldn't tell off who, but definitely some contact on the back straightaway.
Here they come, and it's going to be Cindric who will win stage 1 at Texas. A fight for second. Very close between Gragson and Allmendinger.
It's been a tough day for Ryan Sieg. Brad mentioned the vibration. They had talked about that. They actually looked under the hood at one point. They looked at the back of the car if it might be a driveline issue. And just then, Ryan came on the radio and said, I have no idea what happened. I just simply lost it. Here's the replay.
You just see him at the top of the screen just get loose pretty late off turn 2. You know, when you have a vibration like that, though, you know, it's just, you just don't know what it is. If it's something mechanical, what's causing the car to vibrate can also be the reason that it loses grip in the back like that.
Yeah, you see the nose of the car look like it's almost pinned when he comes around the turn, and the back end just steps out and comes around. Yeah.
Daniel Hemrick there falling back to second. John Hunter to the lead. And I asked Dave Rogers, the crew chief for Daniel Hemrick, as he's fighting back for the lead, trying to get the lead back, and he gets it from his teammate. I asked him about that move, Steve, to come to pit road before the end of stage 1. I said, any regrets there? He said, I don't know. I'll tell you in 3 races. I'm sure you can empathize with Dave Rogers. This point battle tight.
Well, the points battle tight. The race for the lead is tight. These two are trading blows. They keep changing position. The 18 slid up in 3 and 4. It caused the 54 to get a little out of the gas. Now the 54 is going to have momentum. He clears Hemrick, and now he tries to get away.
John Hunter Nemechek as he makes the final turns here through 3 and 4 on this lap. And he will win stage 2 from Texas Motor Speedway.
Disruptive, Rick. Disrupting these playoff drivers.
That 54 is on rails, boys, I'm telling you.
Daniel Hemrick goes home in second on stage 2.
Oh, through the dirt. We
even through the dirt, the 7, as well as the 22. Looks like they went a little bit too low through that tri-oval, you would call it here at Texas.
And now the 7 up the racetrack, sliding. You have to ask yourself if there's damage. Excuse me, that was the 8. Now the 7 takes him 3 wide.
Allgaier trying to get the feel of this one as he gets to the inside of the 18.
The 74 fires back up.
Can you drive it away? Watch it. You got a safety truck there to your right.
This will bring everyone to pit road. As you pointed out before we went to the last commercial break, we are inside our final pit window. Let's take a look what happened to the 74.
Oh, he's sideways. The 29-year-old from Framingham, Massachusetts.
Sideways in front of Noah Gragson and A.J. Allmendinger. They've had an eventful day.
And the 54 slow on the racetrack, but that's because he's serving a penalty. They had a crew member over the wall too soon. Steve, a mistake you just can't make this late in the race.
Well, Brad said it, right? You can't make mistakes on pit road. The pit crew guys, you have one pit stop. It's a little bit different. The fuel guy, rules for everybody, but the simple fact is when you're allowed to enter your pit box, it's one pit stall for the pit crew guys, and we're hearing that one of their crew members were over pit wall too soon, so therefore tail end of the longest. Clean air, even with that pass right there.
And there's a caution. Big hit for the 68 of Brandon Brown.
Oh, wow.
That is
too bad.
big impact.
Wow.
Just jumped out.
Front of the car destroyed for Brandon Brown. He was 16th.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm apologizing.
It just got in the dirt and it would not hold.
Family team.
Back. I'm sorry, that's on me.
Slipping and sliding around a little bit, guys.
AMR safety crew out there to Brandon right away. He drops the window net.
So a lot of guys just seems like they're on top of the racetrack, Steve, and coming off the corner, and he gets up a little bit high and he starts to slide. There's that radial tire drift, and it's over. You're gone.
Yeah, once you get above and you start seeing that dust, you have officially left any sort of area that you have a chance of correcting it. Back across the racetrack into that safer barrier.
Up the racetrack goes Harrison Burton. Now with a little momentum, looks back to the inside. He's going to block him. John Hunter Nemechek tries to come down the racetrack to block Harrison Burton. Burton, though, to the inside.
All this speed from that 20 car come from, and maybe just getting that clean air on that nose has allowed this car to come to life, because he was not this good throughout the day. He had gotten to 9th at one point.
There's two more cars that'll be right there to try to take the position.
Harrison was 9th when the caution came out. What a save by Allgaier. Came out of turn 4, and that thing got loose.
Brad, you were amazed at his speed, but in the end, a gamble by his crew chief, Chris Gale, 2 tires to give him track position. We weren't sure if it would work. John Hunter Nemechek is trying to make that gamble pay off.
Great gamble by Chris Gale. Smart move. Absolutely. Took the chance on letting those tires cool down, taking 2, and here we are.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around, the 1.5 miles. John Hunter Nemechek, the 24-year-old from Mooresville, North Carolina. Front row Joe Nemechek, his father. John Hunter Nemechek running for a championship in the Truck Series. Already 5 wins there. He's won here in a truck now. He has won in the Xfinity Series. John Hunter Nemechek wins at Texas.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you, Gale. Thank you, everyone. Bronco, thank you.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.